Hey guys, Jess here. You guys are watching episode 13. I think it's at this point that I'm just going to stop formally introducing the title of the video because I've pretty much drilled it in you guys' head. We're almost halfway there. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do a voiceover for this one, but I'm just letting you know with a formal announcement, just announcements. That's how I operate. That from now on, starting with this episode, I will be showing you guys little glimpses of what things are like behind the scenes of this challenge, because not everything is perfect with every episode that I do, because there's a lot that goes into doing this, and it takes discipline, takes dedication, and in conjunction with that, and also first, it definitely takes God to do it. So, to finish it, especially if you're intending to, and that is my ultimate goal, which is one of many goals of this challenge. So, without further ado, all right, guys, I'm not going to edit that out. I see you on the flip side at my station. Hey guys, and you guys are seeing in hand the two palettes I'm using, the Pretty Glam and the Nicka K, Nicka. So before we pack it down for the eyeshadow, we're always going to start with my eyeshadow base and that brush that I only designate for doing that. You also just saw me toss the top part of the casing to my Nicka K Nicka eyeshadow palette. So we're going to put this down and get our shape going for our eyeshadow base. So speaking of self-isolation, which is what this challenge is centered around, how are you guys doing? Because I'm hearing about openings, and then I'm hearing about some parts are still self-isolating. So I do sincerely hope you guys are doing absolutely well. Please, absolutely, please do not lose sight of your purpose in life. Do not lose sight of what you're supposed to learn. If you have not sought out what you're supposed to learn during this time, or what you should be focusing on, which is the things that are more important than the frivolous things, do so. Also, smash the subscribe button and the I don't know why I said it like that. Also, hit the bell. I was over here trying to sound fancy, and let's just cut it out. Yeah, so spend that time purposing yourself to find out what's truly important, and then purpose yourself to value what's important and place your value there and keep it there. So we're going in with that orange as well. Now I will be very, very honest with y'all when it comes to this orange. I'm not editing that out. When it comes to this orange in particular, this matte orange from the Nicka K, Nicka, I'll put it on the screen, Perfect 40 palette, specifically, I kind of dislike this orange, so let me break it down. The reason why is because no matter how many times I dabbed into that shade to pack it down, it takes a lot. Given that I've had this palette a long time, I don't know if that is the case with it, because I don't remember when I first used it, when I first got this palette, I don't remember it taking that many pats, tons of product to make the color show up. But particularly, I'm noticing this with the orange shade. Like, I want to do a whole lot with a whole lot of orange in it, nowadays. And I'm just like, sis, you need another orange. You need another palette, or maybe a single eyeshadow that is orange. But again, the point of this challenge, not buying new things, using what you have. And sticking and using what you have and being creative with it. And coming up with 30 separate and absolutely different from each other looks. But those are my qualms, pet peeves, I guess, about not the challenge, the palette. All right, so you saw I had up the Pretty Glam palette going in with that pretty champagne color. As you can tell, if you have not been able to tell the couple episodes up until now, I love using that color. So I'm using that to bring in some depth. And if you have not noticed, I'm also decided to match this cut crease look to what I am wearing, this beautiful orange sweater. Orange and cream striped sweater. It is absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, I'm just trying to blend in the lines in between the champagne color and this orange to one, create depth, two, to also create a softer look between the two colors. All right, so I'm going in with the even lighter champagne color and putting that next to that first darker champagne color. And I'm going to do the exact same thing here to blend those two lines between those two colors. And you can really see the contrast of color here, because right where I'm tapping, just to the right of it, you can see the slight color difference and contrast between the two. All right, as you can see, I have paused to put on more eyeshadow base because I know some parts of it wasn't even. That's me being a little OCD. Yep. And I'm trying to just make sure everything's even, and that's before I decided to kind of switch things up, where this would still be a cut crease, but it would be a much softer one, and you guys will see it in a little bit. So I'm going with that white champagne color, white pearlescent color right at the very, very end. And you guys are going to see me blend this almost into a C, a backwards letter C, around that light champagne color that I just finished with. You're going to also see my right arm, you guys left. We're going to use it to brace it up against that chair I'm sitting in to try to concentrate on blending this in to also create some depth for my eye shape as well. And here you guys are seeing me use my makeup sponge, which is already doused with foundation. It's already been used to do the rest of my face, but I'm using this to shape that cut crease, especially around the outer corner of my eyes. This is where I started to attempt to make the cut crease here, at least the line up here, a little bit softer. And so I'm using a dark brown from the Pretty Glam palette as well. And this is where you guys see me grab my NYX foundation and a flat brush to define that cut crease even more. And this was after I put that dark brown over the edges of that cut crease to define it, to soften it. And I went right back with my foundation, this flat brush, to redefine some of the corners, the outer corners especially. And what I started doing here is, in my attempt to define the outer edges of my crease, I was seeing that the shapes were uneven. So this is me trying to even them both out. Right, and so you guys, I'm going in with Maybelline's Lasting Fix Setting Spray. And you guys know I'm heavy-handed with that. We got this hair together. That is Outre's Julianne. And in the top right, I will link it, link the review to this beauty as well, that I chose to match my eyeshadow look too. And as you can see, this is a softer cut crease look. And until next time, and until the next episode, you know the drill.